My little sister has had a crush on my husband, but she never expected to get humiliated in such way. Emma is 22 and has been obsessed with my husband Jake since I married him 3 years ago. She constantly finds excuses to come over, always dressed up like she's going to a photo shoot instead of just hanging out at home. The worst part is how she flirts with him right in front of me. She'll touch his arm when she laughs, ask him to help her with heavy things like moving a chair, and always positions herself so he has to look at her when she talks. Jake thinks it's harmless and says she'll grow out of it, but I was getting tired of feeling like a third wheel in my own house. Emma has this habit of showing up during dinner time, claiming she forgot to eat and needs Jake to cook for her because she doesn't know how. She's perfectly capable of making food, but she acts helpless around him. She also constantly asks Jake for advice about guys she's supposedly dating, then describes her ideal man while staring directly at him. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. Last weekend, Emma showed up unannounced wearing a tight dress and full makeup, claiming she needed Jake's help fixing her car. She doesn't even own a car. She takes the bus everywhere. "Jake, can you look under my hood?" she said with this ridiculous sultry voice. "I think something's leaking." I nearly choked on my coffee. She was really going to pretend she had car trouble to get alone time with my husband. I watched from the kitchen window as she led him to our driveway where there was obviously no car. Jake looked confused and asked where her vehicle was. "Oh, I meant, can you check under my hood?" she said, trying to be seductive while pointing to herself. Jake stared at her for a solid 10 seconds, then started laughing so hard he had to lean against our actual car for support. "Emma," he said between laughs, "did you just try to use a car metaphor to hit on me?" Her face went bright red, but she doubled down. "Maybe I did. What are you gonna do about it?" That's when Jake delivered the most brutal response I've ever heard. "I'm going to tell you that your sister is watching from the kitchen window, and she's recording this entire conversation on her phone." Emma spun around to see me holding up my phone, clearly filming everything through the window. I gave her a little wave. "Also," Jake continued, "you should know that your mysterious car problems reminded me that I need to call your mom and tell her you've been lying about taking the bus to community college when you're actually skipping classes to come here." Emma's jaw dropped. She'd been telling our parents she was getting straight A's while secretly failing most of her classes because she spent more time at our house than in school. "And finally," Jake said with a huge grin, "I've been married to your sister for 3 years. If I was going to cheat, it wouldn't be with someone who just tried to seduce me with automotive terminology." Emma grabbed her purse and practically ran down the street, probably to catch the bus she'd been pretending not to take. Jake came inside laughing and said, "Should I be offended that your sister thinks I'm dumb enough to fall for that?" I showed him the video I'd recorded, and we both died laughing at her "check under my hood" line. The best part was that I posted the video in our family group chat with the caption, "Emma's car troubles." Our mom immediately called asking what car Emma was talking about since she doesn't have one. Emma didn't come over for 3 weeks after that, and when she finally did, she acted completely normal around Jake. Apparently, public humiliation was exactly the reality check she needed.